The Surfing Violinist presents Deli Melly x TSV, Family Vlog 42. We started the month out with playing Animal Well. That's Video Game Donkey's production company's first video game. So we got the kids together and we started playing. It's been a busy month though, so we haven't gotten too far. I went to Dillard's and met once again with Dillard's Colt Florence. He's probably the best local scent hound I've come across. And he took me on a tour of so many new fragrances, kind of in the market for a new dude scent. And I had this giant collection of testers, and they've been sitting on this entertainment center shelf. And even after weeks, I could still smell some of the scents exuding from the stack. Still haven't made up my mind what's next. I really like Gucci Guilty Elixir for dudes. What you reading, son?
Harry Potter.
Meanwhile, I was reading Roadside Picnic, and I stumbled on this book because of Matt from Bookpilled. I saw his video ranking every 500 plus page sci-fi book I've read, I think on the way to surfing one day. And it was in the end of March or sometime in April. And since then, I just watched a lot of his videos, his top lists, and he ranked Roadside Picnic highly. So I listened to it on audio, I think in May, and then I finished reading it in June. Definitely lived up to all the hype. It's kind of sent me down a rabbit hole of a bunch of sci-fi books. So after that, I listened to Blind Sight, which he recommended highly on audio, so I'll probably read it in text form next. I also bought The Forever War by Haldeman, which is another book that he ranked highly. I've been listening to records while reading some of these sci-fi books, and specifically like ambient or experimental or prog rock. And lo and behold, I was listening to Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and there's this bit that I was like, man, I've heard this before. It was, I think the record started out with this little bit, and I realized an old Christian rock band I listened to in the 90s because I was just, weirdo evangelical living in the Bible Belt. But Tourniquet, actually, they were good instrumentalists, good musicians, and they referenced Emerson, Lake and Palmer in the middle of one of their songs, Pushin' Broom, from their album Vanishing Lessons. So that was a pretty cool little bit of serendipity. And I actually like listening to some of this more ambient or electronic stuff while reading sci-fi. This has been a good discipline for me to get me away from the phone, and I've got a little more cozy nook now in the bedroom for this kind of thing. So this has been an oasis. We did Father's Day at Mom and Dad's, and then Melissa subjected me to a hot sauce tasting at San Andy Sports Pub. I've become a weakling. I was like crying. So to treat my nuclear reaction to the hot sauce, we stopped at Hunt and Gather, and thanks to Tiffany for serving us some wonderful desserts. And then Melissa did not join us, but we watched Pulse, which I really liked a lot. This is a great picture I took of it, but it fits the aesthetic, okay? I was being intentional. Elsewhere on the food front, we stopped by That Island Chicken at St. Andrews Farmers Market. This stuff rules. This is one of my favorite discoveries in recent years. I'd never thought I would like Spam on anything, but the Spam Musubi thing, phenomenal. And then they have the That Island chicken sandwich. They're both so good, dude. I'm stoked. Binky is meanwhile stoked on her newfound cozy niche fixation. Delivery boxes. So what do you got for me, Coach Z?
Saffron steamers.
Sounds thrilling.
Hopefully indeed is. Color's pretty.
Color's pretty.
I hope I didn't go overboard on the saffron. It's like, oh, I can't taste it. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh god, that's a lot of saffron.
Wait, hands up, utensils down.
I know. I didn't get the Crispies on the plate.
Uh-oh.
It's moong dal. The fried moong dal. Moong dal.
June's big event, of course, was Bourdain Day 2024, hosted this year at Matt Cole's new Bayside brew house with a fantastic view during a very busy season for our whole family. Mel had a lot to juggle to bring it all together.
Hello, guys. Welcome to Bourdain Day 2024. I'm so glad all of you guys came to celebrate with us. I've been doing Bourdain Day for several years now. I used to team up with Chef Forrest, who is now just getting to enjoy herself. And I've been doing this dinner just because Bourdain is someone who's been near and dear to my heart and my husband's heart, and he was super influential in our travels and our time in India. So I am Melissa, I own Deli Melly's, and I lived in India for 5 years, and then I've been back in the States for almost 8 now, and cooking Indian food was a way that I could keep India a part of my life, even though I was back here in beautiful Panama City Beach. And so I'm very happy to have you here tonight. We are doing a theme called Back in Asia again, so it's going to be an Asian fusion buffet. And I have non-veg and veg options. All veg options are vegan. And so we are gonna go ahead and open up the buffet. So take your time, there is no rush tonight. We are all just enjoying a lovely evening with good food and good friends. But whenever you want to, come on up to the buffet and grab a plate, and we will enjoy it together. All right, thank you.
Back in India, we all had a joke about the difficulties of putting on big projects together as a husband and wife, and we would say, love working with my best friend, with as much sarcasm as possible. But Bourdain Day has been a vehicle for both of us to bring our skills to the table in complementary ways. I learned some good personal and professional lessons during my prep and performance for this particular Bourdain Day, but I'll share those in the violin vlog. Suffice it to say, Bourdain Day 2024 was a success, and I can say this time, without irony, I love working with my best friend. And Rohan has been doing such good work with Mel and her Deli Melly's vegan nights that he's become a vital helper as well. All the while, he still preserves his childlike wonder, managing to lighten the mood with his perspective, in this case finding an exemplary stick. In the middle of the very busy season, we played tourist, and Seeuws joined us for a dinner at J. Michael's, so we had to do a touristy pick. All right, Rohan is the host today. And what do you got there for everyone there, Rohan?
Mochi recipe testing.
Mochi recipe testing.
Doesn't look good, but we're working on that. It tastes good.
Is it ice cream mochi?
Yes, ice cream mochi, yeah.
This is hard.
So it's basically, well, he didn't make the ice cream. Yeah. But the mochi is his part.
Oh, yeah.
Wrapping.
It's good.
Oh, and it wouldn't be, now we got to start subjecting Seeuws to the perfume encounter. So I got a bunch of Etat Libre de Laurent scents and one absinthe scent. And Dior Fahrenheit, which I think smells like, which we watched, that's one thing we watched. We watched Dior, the new look.
That was actually really good.
Actually really good.
Really good.
Like, it's set in World War II. It's about the formation of Christian Dior's, like, house, but it's not perfume, fashion house. His fashion house. Couture. And it's very interesting. I thought it was good. It's a little ponderous at first because, like, all the old World War II things set in that time period, and it's like, oh, it's another World War II thing. But they take a really interesting line.
Yes.
I thought it was quite beautiful. So when you're done with your mochi, take one down, pass it around. Marina and Chris came for a visit, so I broke out the scents and subjected Seeuws to a wide array of olfaction.
Sweet un home EDP.
Je suis un homme. Oh yeah, that one has like some amber kind of notes.
I hate that.
What's y'all's favorite so far?
I like these two.
Spice must flow.
Spice must flow.
I
And
like jasmine is
cigarette.
then
Cucumber.
Rien.
The worst one. Straight like body BO.
I'm not putting dodo on me. I know what it is.
It smells like a legit armpit.
That's like armpit sweat. They someone in packaging was just messing with you. Watch this, guys. Smell it.
It's like finding those jelly beans, like bad jelly beans.
It is. After the scent extravaganza, we followed up our prior week's viewing of Pulse with another Kiyoshi Kurosawa brain bender, Cure, which Marlena and Chris really love a lot, and it lived up to the hype. See your shirt.
Oh.
You're official.
Yep.
Mel and I returned to Bayside not long after Bourdain Day for another joint venture, Deli Melly's providing food, and TSV the music. I opened up my trunk. I was frustrated at myself because my yellow bag, I didn't have my yellow bag. I thought I had it. I was thinking about 8 other things. So I go to set my stuff down, and I set my phone on top of these two things, and I push it down with too much force. It bounces off when it's face up, screen down, right on a rock. Got the case on, and the nice like glass screen protector, and the thing has been so good to me. It's like the one that you paint on, but it hit right on the corner. This one rock hit right on the corner, and now the phone's broke. But I was pleasantly surprised by AT&T and their insurance provider, Asurion, who provided a seamless process to get the phone fixed in less than a day. Normally, I have Murphy's Law with the insurance of these things, and nothing ever works. But the customer service was very efficient. AT&T was very helpful. The screen repair place was very quick. So I got the turnaround in less than 24 hours. So that was a real sigh of relief. Until next time, this is Surfing Violinist reminding you to keep it creative, keep it cross-cultural, and keep it constructive, YouTube. And if you find yourself stuck in the weeds, try to find some wonder. To see these videos early, without ads, join the lineup here on YouTube. You just need a YouTube account, and for $1.99 a month, you click this little join button and sign up to get early and ad-free access to 4 monthly vlogs: the surf vlog, the violin vlog, the Masala vlog, and the family vlog. Thank you very much.